Welcome back. While at the office of the Prime Minister on Thursday, Senator Randy Roll, chairman of the Consumer Protection Commission, the CPC, spoke about the importance of his department's collaboration with the Bahamas Bureau of Business Standards and Quality in the protection of Bahamian consumers.
I'm also pleased to announce that since taking office at the CPC, my team and I have been executing certain steps publicly and discreetly to bring stronger rights and a louder voice to consumers. And after consultation with the Bahamas Bureau of Business Standards and Quality, the CPC and BBSQ collaboratively approached the ISO to become a participating member of its International Consumer Policy Committee. Our application has been accepted by its chairman, and we are anticipating that this initiative, collaborating with fellow members and working towards shared goals that benefit the broader consumer community, will ultimately contribute significantly to using standards as a tool for greater consumer protection in the Bahamas.
Senator Roll goes on to explain that the International Organization of Standards establishes the mark for quality of goods and services in the world. Additionally, he says the CPC works in tandem with the Ministry of Labor, the Bahamas Chamber of Commerce, Bahamas Trade Commission, and Price Control to enforce stronger laws in regard to violations against consumers' rights.
The Consumer Protection Act 2023, which gives the CPC its legislative powers, addresses certain expectations of providers of goods and services, and certainly price gouging, especially beyond breadbasket items, qualifies as unfair trade practice, which falls within the purview of CPC. This is why my team continue to conduct site visits and inspect shelves of various providers, especially, and borrowing the term from the police, those that are known to us. Consumers call our hotline and our main office daily to complain about various issues plaguing them, from providers refusing to refund when it's clearly a defective good, purchases to expired items that are also outdated that is outrageous to even offer them as a discount. And then, of course, the price gouging. This is certainly a source of contention for consumers, and my team and my board of commissioners are still in discussions and crafting our advisory proposal for Minister Michael Alcides in regard to suggesting the amendments to our act that will speak in depth specifically to this.
The CPC has made it known that they are serious about addressing and enforcing the rights of consumers and at the same time raising levels of quality, safety, reliability, and efficiency in Bahamian products and services. Police are investigating an alleged suicide attempt of a 19-year-old female that took place at a residence on Quail Roost Ridge on Sunday, March 9th. According to initial reports, the woman was found inside a home shortly after 11 p.m. She was said to be disoriented after allegedly ingesting a large quantity of over-the-counter medication along with alcohol. She was transported to hospital by ambulance for medical attention and further evaluation. She is the sixth person to attempt suicide this year, and it follows last week's incident where police convinced a 34-year-old male not to jump from the Sydney-Poitier Bridge. In the event of an emergency, remember, the Bahamas Crisis Center is there to help those of us facing any sort of crisis. Their hotline is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. On Eleuthera in Wims Bight, a gas explosion led to a structural fire that left a 75-year-old man seriously injured. Police say it was around 8 a.m. Sunday when the elderly man was inside his residence when he heard a sound on the outside. When he checked on what that sound was, he saw a gas leak from a tank that had recently been refilled. As he went back into his home, there was an explosion, which resulted in him being knocked down and engulfed in flames. He sustained burns about the body and was initially examined by the local doctor before being transported to the capital for further medical attention. And finally, a team from SpaceX has been in the Bahamas since March 7th, working along with the Department of Environmental Planning and Protection, the DEPP, in the wake of that explosion of SpaceX Starship last week that took off from Texas. The DEPP has oversight of the assessment and debris recovery operation in the southern Bahamas to ensure efforts are comprehensive and adhere to environmental and public safety standards. Aerial reconnaissance successfully identified debris near Ragged Island, and recovery efforts commenced, resulting in the retrieval of several items. These efforts will continue as the team conducts further assessments along the Ragged Island coastline. Today, officials from the DEPP were expected to accompany SpaceX recovery personnel for underwater recovery operations. SpaceX has committed to removing all of the debris and covering all costs. That will do it for your JCN Evening News. Once again, I'm Jcn Saunders. Thank you so much for joining us.